They kicked me out after my C-section, so I took their $200,000 inheritance, destroyed their lives. The cold wasn't just from the morning air biting my skin as I sat shivering on the front steps. It came from deep inside, a glacial emptiness where familial love had been ripped out, raw and bleeding. Lily, my tiny miracle bundled against me, wailed, her cries echoing the silent scream tearing through my own soul. Just yesterday, surgeons had carved her life into this world from my body. Today, my own mother had grabbed me by the hair, yanked me back, her furious whisper hissing in my ear, "Stop your pathetic whining and get out." It felt like a nightmare. How did it come to this? The joy of finally conceiving after 2 long years, the terrifying, beautiful journey of pregnancy, shadowed by gestational diabetes, the planned C-section that brought Lily safely into David's waiting arms, but left me feeling like I'd been split open and stitched back together with barbed wire. Every breath was agony. Every movement, impossible. David had used every scrap of vacation time during my bed rest. Staying alone? Unthinkable. My parents' spacious home, their enthusiastic promises of support for their first grandchild, it seemed like sanctuary. The sanctuary crumbled the moment we arrived. Instead of warmth, my mother, Margaret, barely glanced at Lily, complaining instantly about potential sleep disruption. My father, Thomas, a grunt from his recliner, eyes glued to the television. Dismissed. Exhaustion and searing pain blurred the edges, but the chill was undeniable. That first night was pure torture. Breastfeeding Lily felt like wrestling knives against my stitches. Standing to change her? An impossible feat. I was drowning, then came the morning. Struggling to help Lily latch, the door burst open. No knock. My mother, dressed that familiar, terrifying look of determination on Maud. Her face. "Isla, pack your things. Vanessa's coming with baby Caleb. She needs this room more than you do." My mind reeled. "Mom, I just had surgery yesterday. I can barely move." Her response was a blade. "You're moving fine. I've seen you. Stop your pathetic whining and get out." The disbelief choked me. I pleaded again, the pain a constant drumbeat beneath my fear. That's when her hand shot out, tangling in my hair, yanking my head back, her face inches from mine. The shock, the brutal pain radiating from my scalp, colliding with the fire in my abdomen. A cry tore from my lips. Lily's terrified wail joined mine. And then, the final nail. My father's voice, disembodied, drifting up the stairs. "Margaret, please get her out of here. It's making me uncomfortable." My storyteller, my bike riding teacher, reduced to this cold stranger. "You heard your father?" My mother released me, her voice flat. "Vanessa will be here in an hour. Caleb's 6 weeks old. She needs quiet to recover properly." "But Mom," tears streamed freely now, "Vanessa had a natural birth weeks ago. I literally cannot." The bias, always there, now weaponized. "I don't want to hear it. Vanessa's responsible. Married right after college, gave us a grandson. You waited, and now you're acting like you're dying from a simple procedure." Simple? My body screamed otherwise. So, trembling, weeping, gasping with every agonizing bend to gather Lily's things, I packed. My mother watched, arms crossed, a sentinel of indifference. No help, just impatience. "This is ridiculous. I'm your daughter too. Just a few more days." Her reply was ice. "Vanessa is coming. Final." As I struggled down the stairs, each step a fresh torment on my incision, Vanessa arrived. Perfect timing. She held Caleb, chatting brightly with our parents as if nothing was amiss. Her eyes met mine, laden with bags, clutching my screaming newborn. "Oh, good, you're leaving?" A bright, cruel smile. "Finally, I can have the room without your drama." "Drama? Vanessa, I just had surgery." Her eye roll was dismissive perfection. "Please, dramatic about a simple C-section. I had Caleb naturally. You're just milking it for attention." There I stood, broken, unwanted, a nuisance discarded by the people who should have held me tightest. I called David my lifeline. His cheerful, "Hey honey, how's the first night?" shattered my composure. The story tumbled out. Silence. Then, a voice colder than the pavement beneath me. They did what David arrived like an avenging angel, his face a mask of controlled fury. He found me crumpled on the steps, Lily wailing, surrounded by chaos. His gentleness with Lily, his immediate concern for my incision. It hurt so bad. I think I tore something when Mom grabbed my hair, contrasted violently with the storm in his eyes. He got us safely into the car. Then, he walked back, knocked. My mother's annoyance turned to shock as he demanded entry, his voice lethally calm. He confronted them in their living room sanctuary. "You threw out your daughter and granddaughter the day after major surgery." My father tried to bluster. "Now see here, David." David cut him off, his voice rising. "No, you see here, Philip. Her abdomen was cut open. She can barely walk. And you threw her out like garbage. My mother's defense was predictable. Vanessa needed the room more. David turned the scalpel on my sister. Vanessa had a natural birth 6 weeks ago. She's been home recovering. Isla had surgery yesterday. Vanessa's flippant reply sealed their fate. It's not that big a deal. She's being dramatic. That's when David pulled out his phone. The red recording light glowed. Say that again, Vanessa. Tell me exactly why your sister, who had major surgery yesterday, is being dramatic. My mother demanded he stop. No, I want this on record. I want everyone to see what kind of people you are. My father stood, ordering him out. Oh, I'm leaving, David said, the camera panning across their horrified faces. But first, Margaret, you grabbed her hair. Philip, you wouldn't even look. Vanessa, you gloated. He turned the camera on himself, his voice raw. This is what happened to my wife and newborn today. Her own family threw them out because her sister wanted the room. Chaos erupted. Turn that off, my mother shrieked. David stepped back. No, this is going to everyone. Your friends, your church, your neighbors, your co-workers. Everyone will know. Vanessa's fear was palpable. You can't do that. Watch me, David declared, fingers flying over his screen. I'm posting this now, tagging all of you, sending it to everyone. My mother paled. David, please. You don't understand. His final words were a sentence. You chose your golden child. You assaulted her. Now face the consequences. It's done. He delivered the coup de grace. Oh, and Layla's inheritance? The $50,000 from Grandma Rose? She's withdrawing it all. You'll never see a penny. My mother's face turned sheet white. That money was their retirement dream. She can't do that, my father stammered. She can. Lawyers already called. It's Isla's. Goodbye. Don't ever contact us. He left them in stunned, terrified silence. The fallout was immediate and brutal. David took me straight to the hospital. Mercifully, the incision wasn't torn, just brutally strained. We sheltered in a motel, the sterile room a stark contrast to the home that wasn't. That night, holding Lily, watching her tiny chest rise and fall, a fierce protectiveness ignited. Never. No one would hurt her like this. David showed me the video's wildfire spread. Not just strangers. Our town. Mrs. Henderson, my old teacher. This breaks my heart. David's colleague Mike. What kind of monsters? My childhood friend Rachel. I remember the favoritism. You deserve better. Validation washed over me. It wasn't in my head. Everyone saw it now. My mother's desperate Facebook plea. Stop sharing. You don't know the whole story was eviscerated. Her own sister, Aunt Elaine. Margaret, I'm ashamed to call you my sister. My father lost his biggest client, Shelton Manufacturing, worth $80,000 a year. Can't work with someone lacking character. Their mortgage company severed ties. The social exile was absolute. Book clubs expelled her. Golf buddies vanished. Church leadership stripped their positions. The local newspaper headline screamed, "Local teacher fired after video shows abuse of daughter post-surgery." My mother forced to resign after parents protested. My father's business imploded. Then came Jason, Vanessa's husband, meeting us late at night, looking shattered. The truth was worse than imagined. Vanessa planned this. She was jealous. Called your parents claiming postpartum depression, specifically asked for your room. She said it would teach you a lesson. Thought it would be funny. My blood turned to ice. Premeditated cruelty. And more. She's been having an affair with her boss. Jason was divorcing her, fighting for full custody. David released a second, more devastating video with Jason's proof. Texts. The affair. The label sociopaths started appearing. The consequences solidified like concrete. My visit to the lawyer, Mr. Novak, was bittersweet. Your grandmother would be rolling in her grave. She never trusted them with money. Signing those papers, claiming my $50,000 inheritance, felt like reclaiming a piece of myself stolen by their greed. Grandma Rose, upon seeing the video, was livid. She disinherited my mother completely, leaving her $200,000 house to me. Isla has shown more strength and grace. She deserves it. My mother's retirement dream evaporated. Their lives imploded. My mother, Margaret, exiled to Arizona, lives with Aunt Elaine, a tense, judgmental silence replacing the former closeness. She works as a grocery cashier, haunted by the video, aged beyond her years by stress and hypertension. Cards for Lily arrive. They go straight into the trash, unopened. My father, Thomas, drowns in a cheap apartment and cheap liquor. His accounting career gone, he's a low-paid bookkeeper. DUI arrests tarnishing what little remained. A broken man, glimpsed across town like a ghost. Vanessa's descent was steepest. Her affair exposed, her reputation in tatters. She lost primary custody of Caleb. Supervised visits in a sterile center, where her own son cries for Jason. She lives in a rundown trailer park with Derek, an abusive deadbeat working fast food. The golden child's crown had turned to rust. Jason found happiness. He remarried Hannah, a kind pediatric nurse who embraced Caleb as her own. Our families merged, dinners filled with warmth and laughter, the supportive environment I craved for Lily. David remained my rock, his fierce protection that day the ultimate testament of love. We used part of my inheritance for a down payment, planning a move for a fresh start, far from the toxic echoes. Therapy with Dr. Keller helped untangle the lifelong conditioning, the constant prioritization of their needs, the desperate hope for acceptance that made me tolerate the intolerable. Cutting contact isn't cruel, Isla. It's survival. For you and Lily. The guilt faded, replaced by the certainty of protecting my daughter from their poison. Lily would know unconditional love. Always. One last encounter. The grocery store in Arizona. My mother, behind the register, looked decades older, utterly broken. Tears welled as she saw me with Lily. Please, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I looked at the woman who birthed me, who caused such deep wounds. The coldness wasn't hate. It was finality. I know you are, but sorry doesn't undo it. Sorry doesn't give me back that fight. First week. Sorry doesn't heal the trauma. Her tears fell freely. I know. I miss you. I miss Lily. The words landed with the weight they deserved. Then you should have thought of that before you threw us out. You made your choice. Now live with it. I walked away. No glance back. The video remains online. A testament, a warning, a scar, but we are free. Lily sleeps soundly, surrounded by love. David's hand is warm in mine. The future finally feels safe. The path was paved with betrayal and pain, but it led us here, to a home built on the ashes of their cruelty, filled with the light they tried so hard to extinguish. Karma wasn't just vengeance. It was the quiet, powerful justice of a life rebuilt, fiercely loved, and finally, peacefully whole. Years passed. The video still lingers online, a ghost haunting their ruin. We moved states, breathed free air. Our home, bought with Grandma's money, is filled with Lily's laughter and sunlight. She knows only love, from David, his parents, Nana and Papa, and our chosen family, Jason, Hannah, and Caleb. Caleb thrives. Hannah is his mom, warm, steady, present. Vanessa's supervised visits? A chore he endures. He returns quiet, clinging to Hannah. Vanessa's life? Trailer parks, dead-end jobs, bitterness sharp in her eyes when she sees our Lily, vibrant, untouched by her poison. She blames everyone but herself, still lost. My mother? Cards stopped. Aunt Elaine wrote, Margaret had a stroke. Arizona's heat, the stress, the grocery cashier grind. It broke her, fragile, diminished. She asks about you, Elaine said. I felt nothing, just hollow space where a mother should have been. No reply. Silence is closure. My father? The drink won. Lost his job. Last heard. State facility. Mind fogged by dementia. Sometimes he asks for the little girl with yellow ribbons, a fractured memory of me, before Vanessa eclipsed it all. A sad, lonely end. David and I? 10 years married, porch swing, fireflies, Lily asleep inside. He traced a scar on my wrist. Remember those cold steps? He murmured, feeling like the world ended. I leaned into his strength. I remember you, I whispered, walking back into that house ready to burn it down for us. His kiss was my anchor. Always. Lily started school. Bounced off the bus, beaming, clutching a drawing. Stick figures of David, me, her, Caleb, Jason, Hannah, Nana, Papa. Look, Mommy, she declared, radiating joy. That's all my people. Her people. Chosen, cherished, unconditional. Staring at her art, the last shard of guilt vanished. Protecting her wasn't cruelty. It was love breaking a generational curse. Karma didn't just balance scales. It burned the rot, letting this grow. Fierce love, hard-won peace, Lily's laughter echoing in a home built on ashes. The video remains a monument to cruelty exposed. But this sunlit kitchen, David's hand in mine, Lily's all my people, this is the true legacy. The final glorious echo of justice. Not vengeance, peace, ours, forever.